What's up, everyone? Yeah, maybe I should try it with my microphone on. What up, Pat? Yeah, it's the DCDcollects Dynasty draft. So I am here simply servicing as the commissioner. So it's just going to be my head in a little box and a lot of numbers on the screen. It is starting in 8 minutes. So if you want to see a nice precursor for your own league, this is a good way to do it. You can see how real leagues are going down. What up, Steve? Steven? Steve-O? You haven't been on this channel in years. Good to see you. All right, I have no picks in this draft, but I am willing to sell Chris McCaffrey for anyone who wants the either top or second producing running back in the league. I have a glut of riches at running back. Oh, I remember when he was yours too. And then I got him so that I could win the championship, and then both of my quarterbacks decided to blow out their knee. Yeah, all right. With the number one pick, I'm picking that guy with the attitude like a gremlin is 5'4" and plays quarterback. Oh, you mean Fernando Mendoza? Built like a fullback? All right, what I'm going to do is it's 5 minutes. It should take most, let's see, one, two, three, four, five people are here. I know both of my brothers will be here. One of my brothers is already here. One of the other ones is going to be here shortly. I know Michael and Doug will be in. Dangle doesn't have a pick until the 4th. He might not be at it. Jim is MIA. So Timo Tebow, there you go. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick because it's probably going to be a solid hour and a half. I just want to, yeah, baby. I was at Free Comic Book Day. I got my DCC. I am very stoked. I got a fat stack of comics, and I spent some money too because it's important to give money to the local comic book shop. So let me go take a pee break before this gets started, and we'll get on to business. All right. What up, Doug? Oh. So, Doug, who you taking with the first overall pick? No comment. There is no comic show and tell during the draft. This screen will remain on the screen the entire time. So that there's no hanky panky. It is. It's the draft, Scoobs. It is the draft. We always draft on Saturday. It's the Saturday after the NFL draft. You're showing the tiny window. Well, I mean, this is the most important one. There were 50 free books at our comic book shop. So I definitely did not get them all. I got a lot of stuff that is cool. Curse words. That is by the guys that did 8 Billion Genies. A Something's Killing the Children side story, Road to Slaughter. There's been a lot of buzz about Paper Girls, so I grabbed Paper Girls #1. Little Radiant Black from Image. Paper Girls is very good. See, there you go. And some other stuff. I have a great Dungeon Crawler Carl story, though. I'm not going to share it, though. I'm going to save it to Wednesday. All right, let me get into... It's about to start. 25 seconds left. And then we'll start. Oh, no. Quite the opposite. It was actually completely gone when I got there. And then something happened. Again, I'll go into I'll tell the story on Wednesday. It's a great story. All right, folks. The 2026 DCDcollects Dynasty Football Draft has officially begun. Doug is on the clock. That did not take long. J Love. Jim did not get back to me. So I don't know if he will be showing up. That's a nice 5-minute breather, though. It looks like everybody else is here. King Mando, I believe, set up a list beforehand. King Mando sent his money today. Organic sent money 2 days ago, so I know they know. Jim won't be joining us. See, I talked to him at your party, and I said if he's not going to join us, let me know, and I will help him with the best available at his pick. So he did not greenlight that. So I'm not going to do it. It's going to auto draft for him. That's okay. Everybody else looks like they're here or have pre-bidding up. So that 5-minute break's not a big deal. I know, right? Honestly, the first... Why are we doing it so early? Because it's like realism. You do it as soon as the players land, and that's how you deal with them. Sabres were playing like a tire fire? Yeah. And now they're in round 2 with a very definitive win. It's a beautiful day to be a Sabres fan. I have to, and a Ducks fan. I have to look at some of these rosters and see who I need to make a little trade with. Are the Kraken are in the playoffs? I didn't know they were in the playoffs. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I didn't know they were in there. I didn't know that was happening. Let me see. If I were to make a trade. Okay. One and a half? Is it the oh, so it's the half, so it's got to be the baby. Hello, honey. I haven't seen you since your birthday. Hi, Emery. The TV is talking to you. Hi. Oh. The beans here haven't given the draft advice. Take orange juice. I don't have, no. 5th round isn't real. So I have no picks this year right now. All right, he's going to auto draft Mendoza. And then Mando's on the clock. see. Price. Ryan's on the clock. Then Michael starts his first of what looks like one, two, three picks in the first. He's got a lot of capital. He's here. I see him. Tate. I like that pick. Tyson. Lemon. Fast and Furious. All right, Doug. So after Steve takes pick 112, pause before you take yours because I have to pause everything for Mando to get 113. Concepcion. I wish Casey Concepcion was a Bill. Oh, Bell's going to do great, but listen, I'm not going to say no to Concepcion, though. I'm glad we got Skyler. But Concepcion is, I think, going to light up the league once he gets a quarterback that actually can throw the ball. Odd that he's coming in. Okay. There it is. Tate, Tyson, then Lemon, Sadiq. Sadiq is a great pick, by the way. Concepcion, Cooper. Stowers, there you go. Ranch. Doug, you don't know what pick 113 is? We've been doing it since we started the league. Pick 113, whoever wins the losers bracket. Gotta remember how to pause it though. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. As soon as Steven picks, Mondo, let me know in the chat who you want, and either chat, the chat on the app or the chat if you're watching, and we will assign that to you. Just wait till he picks, so he doesn't steal your pick. I traded all my picks away at the end of the season last season. In return, I got Amon-Ra St. Brown and Chris McCaffrey. So my first round pick this year is Amon-Ra St. Brown. My second round draft pick this year is Chris McCaffrey. And I just burned 3 and 4. All right. Here comes the pause. Mondo, who would you like with 113? It is. It's very long today. Quite a bit of wax went into today. I was out in the sun, and my goodness, my mustache was not happy to be out in the sun. All right. Let me assign. I gotta remember how to do this now. Believe I have to do it through my phone. Mando 5. There it is, set player. There we go. All right, Doug, back on the clock. Ooh. Ah, there it is. I knew that was coming at some point. All right, Prue. Maybe I'll trade my entire roster for 412 and just take him. Run him solo versus the league. Yeah, he's actually signed a 3-year deal with the Ravens. 3-year, $3.1 million. Looks like Ryan is either eating a sandwich or getting a trade ready. There is one player that I think is being overlooked, and I may try to trade back in to the second round to get him. So Steven, I have not been telling. I told people that somebody was available. It's an unfair advantage to me to be on the microphone live telling people I'm sending them trades. So as the commissioner, I am simply sending them as a normal team owner would, so that I don't have an unfair advantage. It would be unfair to me to be go, wait, stop, I'm sending you something. It wouldn't be. Yeah, okay. It wouldn't be fair to everyone else if I could just pause the draft on a whim and be like, wait, don't take somebody. Q's like DC definitely wouldn't take an unfair advantage. It's true. Thanks, Q. Appreciate it. Listen, I have been raked over the coals in previous trades. This league is very different. I am above the board. Very, very Baldman. Unlike that Gary Bettman guy. All right? All right? I know, not very commissioner like. All I can say is keep your eye on the trade block. Trades come in. You know what team I hate to be a fan of right now? Edmonton Oilers. I have not been paying attention. I've been paying attention to Montreal and Tampa, and I'm telling you, I want to play Montreal, not Tampa. There's a lot of trades going around right now. Okay. There he is. There he is. There he is. Yeah, Bourbon, this actually is being saved to our site. This is being saved to DCDcollects. You forget not everybody in the league is 18. Yeah, but it's Doug's kid. N. Singleton. It's an interesting auto pick. All right, we may have a trade in the works. Oh, my phone just stopped. Try again. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a trade. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's not this related. My bad. Two, three. My watch is killing me right now. There it is. Couldn't figure out how to do this on the phone. Had to do it on here. Sorry about that. All right, Ryan's on the clock. One and a two for CMC is not collusion. And actually, there's three other managers that got a CMC offer. So a lot of people do not have him pegged as a difference maker. Caleb Douglas in Miami has all the chance in the world to be their guy once they have a quarterback throwing to him. He's the 75th overall pick and one of the better performers in the Senior Bowl and the draft. Plus, I don't have a 2027 pick either, so I needed one. There it is. Ryan was worried I was going to steal his pick. So as soon as we made the trade, immediately as soon as he accepted it, Ryan texts me, "Are you taking Bell?" And that's why I let the timer tick down, and I was like, "You're sweating, aren't you?" All right, I just got a note from Jim Um, so I am out the rest of the draft. I have no more picks. I am going to turn and help out Jim. He's texting me right now his position preferences. So I am going to take over for him. Steven, I will show those. Let me finish chatting with Jim real quick. All right, I think I can close that off. Sorry, I'm trying to balance what he wants. All right, Scoobs, have a good one, man. I got to look at Jim's team and gauge. There is. There he is. Also, everybody that's listening, if you have players on IR, make sure you put them on your roster if they are no longer IR. All right, let me take a look. So he got the quarterback he needed. He got a running back. I see exactly. All right. There it is. Fields. Bernard. Claire. Okay. After Ryan picks with 412, I will pause the draft, and that'll end it. The fifth round is simply for King Mondo's final pick. All right, those who are watching, pay attention to the small screen. Steven has made some amazing drink coasters. I have a set from Vigilante number 1, and they are freaking awesome. Hit them up if you want a great set of real comic coasters. There you go. Doug, I'll show you the set that I got from him. I'll bring them in tomorrow when I see you here. Oh, absolutely post in Discord, Steven. 100%. Put it under art, because it's art, man. It's crafting. Well, it's more than crafting, but you get it. 10? Okay, I'll probably be there earlier. Doug, I'm very excited for tomorrow. With all of the stuff that I can see and the stuff that I can't see, I'm interested to see what he can't see. Beck is a great late round flyer. I'm not mad at that pick at all. Yeah, and listen, we know he is who he is, but you want to grab him in that hope, stash him on the taxi squad. Remember, we got the taxi squads now. So these players don't necessarily have to clog up part of your roster for the rookies of the first year. And Ty Simpson and Carson Beck, great stashes. So the taxi squad, Steven just asked the taxi squad, for sleeper, the taxi squad is a 2-person slot on your bench, in addition to your bench, that is for rookies only. You have the option up until week 1 to take them off the squad. If you leave them on the squad, you cannot put them back on. I cannot explain it as well as Sleeper does. If you go to the Sleeper app or go to the Sleeper website, and go to the frequently asked questions about Taxi Squad, it explains it easier than I. As a matter of fact, let me read what it says directly. Oh, now we're moving. All right. A taxi squad provides a team with an option to stash rookies into additional slots that do not count against your team's limit. Players must be moved to your bench and then from the bench to the taxi squad. You must make a decision as to whether you are going to utilize that player. By week 1 of the season. After week 1, the taxi squads are locked, and you cannot add any new players to that taxi squad. Hey, the real question is, does anybody want some, after the draft is over, anybody want some 2025 Topps Chrome Football Megas? I'll open a couple on a Saturday for funsies. Oh. Looks like it's going to be Brazel. Oh, Claiborne. So he had his it set. He had a list set. All right, Doug, you're back on the clock. Hurst is a great pick there. I had him pretty high on my list. Is this Q's first pick? It is. This is Q's first pick of the draft at 311. Man. Who do I have on my list? right. According to my hot list I have right here, he's still available. Okay. So, my list says oh, where is this name? Somebody take him and I missed it? No. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Hmm. Mando's going to be pretty confused about that one. The Sixers game almost made you die? How did you almost die? Heart attack? Were you doing shots every time they made a 3-pointer? Oh, Ryan, that's a great pick with Burks. Oh, I love that Burks pick. That is a quiet. That is a true sleeper in Burks for Indy. Hmm. There that is. Okay. I knew he would go. Go down here. Thankfully, you had Boston's brilliant offensive game plan, shooting off bounds 3-2. I don't know. I don't follow basketball one way or another. I can't. It's a no for me, dog. All right, I see a couple. Let's see a couple free agent targets. We'll see. Back like the old days. Screw that line. We don't need it. Interesting. Shake my fists and yell at the clouds. Arrgh. What's up, Prue? Good to see you, buddy. So we are about what I thought. I told Mrs. the Breaker it'd be about an hour and a half. Looks like it's going to be about an hour and a half.
Come on.
Steven just gave up your pick like that? I'm gonna blame your daughter for that one. Was she bothering you? Actually, you know what, man? It's not a terrible pick, though. I mean, there's better available, but it's not terrible. Erden, Trigg, Daniels. I even have Daniels on my list. No, I didn't. What up, Maximus? How are you doing, friend? Yeah, Steven, that's fine. I can swap them for you if it doesn't go drafted. Yeah, I can I do what I can, Maximus. I do what I can. I do with what God gave me. Yeah, Stephen, I have you can't just have them on the list. They have to be properly queued. I found that out the hard way our first draft. So, yeah, if that happens, I can do that. I can swap that out for you. Ladies can't stop. I wish I'm married, so I don't care what women do when I enter the room. DCDcollects is the channel. He's here. The owner's here. I'm DC the Breaker. I'm not in the chat because I'm too busy talking. I have no trade offers, Steven. So if you were coughing at me, according to my phone, I have nothing.
Oh, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to be ready to run the pick. You cannot believe the Sixers came back 3-1 to beat Boston. Still in shock. I don't know, man. Not my game. I can't even comment on it. Now, I do want to make everybody aware that the free agency is still in effect. So undrafted free agents will be available tonight. Four more picks. Organic's going to auto-pick this one. Then Dangle. Dangle is here. Look at this guy. All right, 2 picks remaining. Q and Ryan. So far, so good. Mariners winning. All right, that's awesome, Dangle. Money Mitch, we are on the last 2 picks, buddy. Round 4. The only reason you'll see round 5 at the bottom of the screen is for the compensatory pick at the end of the first. So 2 picks remaining. Q and Ryan has the last 2 picks. All right, Doug, after Ryan picks the last one, do not pick 5-1. I'll be pausing the draft as soon as his pick is in. And then Steven said he had an issue with his pick. He's going to tell me which one to swap out Raritan for. By the way, Steven, you may not want to dismiss Raritan. I'd Google him before you make that decision. Ooh, goodness gracious. Anybody else hit up Free Comic Book Day today? And score the ultra spicy Dungeon Crawler Carl number 0? Nice, Prue. We got there 40 minutes before it opened, and the line was already around the block. And when I got to the front, we were close to the front. I turned, I looked, and it was still around the block behind me. So it was very busy in Ventura, California. I got a great story about karma for Wednesday's show. I'm very excited to tell, and it involves Dungeon Crawler Carl. No lines? Yeah, it was a mob scene at the comic shop. I had a choice. There's one here by the studio, and there's one by my house. I went to the one by my house. I called both of them yesterday. I said, hey, the British are coming. I saw that one. I don't think I grabbed it, though. I did see that one. I said, between your 2 stores, what's good? And he's like, the line moves faster in Thousand Oaks. He says, but you're going to have 5 times the people. He goes, there's only 1 register at our other location, but you're going to have substantially less people. So I went with 1 register, less people. I got a signed comic from a guy, and I felt so bad for him. Everyone was ignoring him. He's a writer. He had a piece written in one of the books. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with her. What do you do? He's like, I'm a writer. I have a writer in this, or I have a story written in this book. And, all right, that's a wrap. The draft is over. And he had a bunch of other books. I was like, oh, this one's cool. And I bought another one of his books because he was not part of Free Comic Book Day. He was giving away this one that he signed. And then other people like, oh, that one's cool. Let me see that one. And he's like, yeah, it's the $4.99 cover price. And people are like, no, I'm not going to spend $4.99. It's like, it's Free Comic Book Day. You just got 50 books. Spend $5. Just do it. But anyway, folks, this has been the 2026 DCDcollects Dynasty Football Draft. It started with love and it ends with Heidenreiner. Wednesday, we'll be back at it. Doug and I will be in studio tomorrow. We will not be streaming. We have some stuff to do. But Wednesday, we should have a ton of information as well as a couple of stories from Free Comic Book Day and a whole lot of goodies. So, folks, I'm going to end this the same way I end every other stream I ever do. First, I'm going to make sure nobody ordered football while I was on, thinking that I'd open it right now. Okay, they didn't. I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other so we can do this again on Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be fun. I can't wait to see you there. Take care, everybody, and good luck this year in your drafts.